So our next lesson is calamari. Very simple dish to saute, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and I want you guys to take away these good tips and techniques from me. So my father, when I first got into this business, I didn't really know about the importance of products until I started working with him. I knew he had awesome food, but I thought he just bought anything, any type of calamari, any type of chicken, any type of this, and it just came out amazing. He started to show me, and it took a good 4 or 5 years. And when you're young, I thought I knew everything. That I started learning how to cook, I could just take over. But every brand and every dish we have, we probably tried 10 to 15 products before we choose the right one. I didn't believe that. So I had his 30 years experience and all the products already lined up. He saved me 20 years or 10 years of working just basically doing this. So going into the calamari, is the reason I get into that is we use 3 types of calamari brands. We use a fresh from an Indian Ocean. Believe it or not, different oceans have different flavors of salts and tenderness. Some oceans the calamari come from are harder and some are softer. I think the fresh one that we use, I didn't really get into it, but we found the brand, is from an Indian Ocean, believe it or not. And it comes here fresh, and it's got a spine in it, and it's got the squid ink that's black, and my guy puts an apron on and sits in the corner and cleans about 200 pounds, and he gets filthy from head to toe in black. So I don't recommend you guys in the house using the fresh. So we use that for the fried. And then we use a different ocean for the calamari marinara, which is a little bit tougher, believe it or not, because on the calamari marinara, I don't want it mushy and soft like the fried calamari. You want it tender than the fried calamari. You want a little bite to it, a little bit of a, not hard, but a little bite back. So on the calamari marinara, we use a different ocean. The one you would use at home is a frozen. You can get it at Stop and Shop, I think. Most of the fish markets down in Lower Westchester, even Riff's Seafood, is a Fisherman's Pride. They have a blue label, red label. They're both really good. If you find the red, get the red. The blue's still excellent too. It's different waters once again. It comes with the tubes and tentacles. Don't buy tubes only. Buy with the tentacles. Now here's the main tip of that, and the main reason my father taught me. When you go to a restaurant, you order calamari salad or calamari marinara, and after I show you mine, which is my father's secret recipe, usually it's going to be white, and it's because they're cooking the calamari without the tentacles. And that comes out white. To me, white's not appealing when you make a marinara or a calamari salad. I got this pink color here, and the only way I got it was I chopped up this frozen calamari, and I cooked it with the tentacles. And you boil it like pasta. This is pre-cooked and ready. This is your mise en place. You're having all your stuff ready. So I boil this like pasta as long as it's about 5 minutes, as long as you can see it's white and it's cooked through. Because this is clear from now. So it's like shrimp. So once you boil it in its own ice and juices. You can add a little water. You drain it, and it's ready to go. It could be cold. Set it aside cold. I added some parsley and garlic into it, and you don't have to do that because we're going to add it later. But I got this nice pink color from the tentacles cooking with it, and that's what we want to achieve. Other restaurants leave it white, and I don't think I like that color, so they might want it that way, or they just don't know. So this is what you're getting at. That's the main thing in this dish. So now starting out, once again, we're going to do 1 clove of garlic. And my marinara that we're using has garlic and everything, but we double the garlic, double the oregano, double everything. Your store-bought also, or your own marinara is going to be the same thing. Have your marinara ready, have your calamari cooked, and this isn't even a 15-minute dish, this is a 5-minute dish. So we're ready to go. So you got your garlic, you get it nice and hot. Your olive oil. I'm going to add I'm going to cheat right now and get everything ready until I pour out rounds. Just a touch of salt. Because the marinara has it, parsley, and I gotta find some oregano around here. Oh, here's your oregano. And now I'm double spicing it. Oregano and parsley are in the marinara, but I'm putting even a touch more. You know what? Marinadas like this, red crushed pepper, fra diavolo. So if you want a marinara, you leave out the red crushed pepper. That's the only difference in marinara and fra diavolo is your red crushed pepper. Now once again, garlic, waiting for it to brown, dump it, white wine, marinara sauce, and then we're going to add a touch of chicken stock to thin it. That's another tip and technique. You can add water, vegetable stock, or chicken stock. Marinara is thick, and as it cooks, it's going to thicken and thicken and thicken it, so I thin it first, and then I bring it back to a good thickness I want. So you put the calamari. Always have to have quick hands when you're cooking. So that's all covered. We're going to deglaze with our white wine. Once around, as every single recipe we went through today, 1/4 cup, just deglazing. A little bit more than once around, but we'll let it reduce down. And that color, look how nice and alive that dish looks. A little bit of pink color with that sauce is going to really blend in. When we cook, the reason they add mango with the red pepper is you want to mix your green colors, red colors, and yellow colors to make your dishes look alive, especially in your salsas. And even in a dish like this pinkish color to me goes great with the red marinara. 4 ounces, 8 ounces, 4 ounces of chicken stock, a little bit more marinara. A little more chicken stock. We're going to let it come together. Now it's going to take at home, once again, bring it to a boil. I thinned it out with the chicken stock. Everything's cooked.